Hello everyone, welcome to Speaking Spurs and me, Kieran, talking all things Tottenham. Now unfortunately I'm having to come at you from the car because I've gone from shift to shift today. So I started work at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm probably not going to finish until 9:45 tonight, if it's a quiet night. So I was going to record on my lunch break, but that didn't happen because we had all sorts going on today. Then we had to break the rooms down, reset them for stuff that's going on at the weekend. So your daily video today is coming from the car. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and post your comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So tomorrow we will be getting the video to you from home, or I might film outside. We'll see. Depends what the weather's like. So we'll get into it. So the stories that I'm going to bring you today, we'll jump in with one about a young talent. You might recognise the surname. So RB Salzburg are a club that have produced a lot of young talent over the years. They've got really good at finding bargain players and being able to sell them for inflated fees, which in turn helps their club tick along really nicely. So they've had people like Mane, Haaland, Daka, who's currently at Leicester City. So the guy I'm talking to you about right now is Roko Simic. So you may recognise the surname, and that's because his dad is the Croatian legend Dario Simic. So he's attracting interest from Spurs and West Ham at the moment within the Premier League. A lot of the big clubs around Europe have been looking at him. So he's currently on loan, an 18-year-old. He is at FC Liefering in 2 Liga, which is the Austrian second division. He's scored 8 goals in 11 games so far this season. He's also got 2 in 2 in the UEFA Youth League. He's clearly shown an eye for goal, as you can see with those numbers there. He bagged a hat-trick recently for the Croatia under-21s against Azerbaijan. His contract, however, is what is going to earn him the money. He's contracted until 2025, so quite a bit of time left, so they can charge quite a bit extra for the young talent. Being compared to Haaland as well, so that's not a bad thing really. We've had somebody recently that I spoke about compared to Muller. He's being compared to Haaland. A great one to go after. Not going to be somebody that instantly jumps into the squad, but one for the future. Somebody that you could loan out. Moving on to team news. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rodon in some capacity maybe starting for us at the weekend against Newcastle. So we've obviously got the players coming back from South America. We don't know what condition they're going to come back in, whether they've got enough time to recover. So maybe one of them might miss out, but Dyer's been playing fairly well to start with this season. So we could see Dyer, Rodon, and then at right back maybe Tanganga, just because of the injury to Matt Doherty and the fact that Emerson Royale is probably, the one that is going to be the latest back just because of Brazil's last fixture. Ben Davies is another one. So he pulled out of the Wales squad and it wasn't because of injury. Turns out that was because of illness. He has been seen back in training, so that puts him probably in contention for the game at Newcastle, although I would still expect Reguilon, if fit, to start. Giroud has been coming out talking about his possible transfer to Tottenham and Inter Milan that never were. Obviously Chelsea blocked his path to come over to Spurs, and we expected that anyway. Lots of fans were really torn on this one, didn't want him. However, we've seen in the past transfers between players that have represented Arsenal or Chelsea have worked out well. William Gallas, he wasn't particularly too bad, was he? We got on with him in the end. So, yeah, that one never happened anyway. But he's come out and he's been talking about it recently. Now, Raheem Sterling is the next one to come out. So he was linked with a move to Spurs this summer as part of the Harry Kane deal. And at the time, he was saying that he had no interest in being part of a make-weight in a deal whatsoever. However, he's now come out and it's everywhere in every newspaper, on all the websites, on social media. He has basically said now, if there was an opportunity to go elsewhere, I would be open to it. Football is the most important thing. And rightly so. He's not been getting regular game time. He basically wants guarantees that he's going to get regular game time at Man City. Otherwise, he will look elsewhere. So he's valued at around 50 million at the moment. He's on 300 grand a week, so he's going to have to drop his expectations a little bit if he's to stay within the Premier League. Somebody that we could look at, he's obviously played with Harry Kane many times at international level. They seem to do all right near each other on the pitch. Would I have him at the club? Look, he frustrates the hell out of me at times because he runs with his head down a lot, a bit like a headless chicken. doesn't pass enough, but his goal ratio, especially international level recently, speaks for itself. So let me know below if that's somebody that you'd be interested in. And then for the last one, we've spoke about Frankie Kessie before, of AC Milan. Now, they're in an awkward position where he could end up leaving for free in the summer. However, it looks at the moment like they could have to accept as little as $7.5 million for him in January. I don't expect him to go for a value that low, because I reckon there'll be a bidding war. Getting a player of his quality at that price, and I don't need to break down everything about him because we spoke about him before. You should know about him by now if you've been watching the channel regularly. If not, go back in the videos and have a look, because all of them are still technically relevant, of the last couple of weeks. So probably up for grabs in January. Unless he signs a new contract, I would expect him to go in January, but not for as little as that. I would expect there'll be a little bit of a bidding war, and it could raise from anywhere between 10 and 20 million. But if I was us, I would certainly, if he's somebody we are genuinely interested in, don't wait to get him in for a free at the end of the season, because the quality of this player, there's going to be many teams after him, and we're not going to get him. You know, if he's up for free, teams can offer higher wages than we can, so he's going to jump across to them. Champions League teams will be after him. So I think the best bet for us is to go in January with strong bids, make sure we outbid people, and get him in the door. So that's a nice quick one for you today. We're just over, the 6.5 minute mark, just because I'm in the car. Managed to cram in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories. Some of them were more noteworthy than anything, but I wanted to make sure I still got you a video today, despite the limited time. So there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Stay safe, guys, and until tomorrow, come on you Spurs.